Listen, today I would like to talk about a new era in terms of Uganda leadership, in terms of thinking what we call anti-clockwise, in terms of embracing change. The unconventional rise of certain aspects of individuality in us and how we need to prepare ourselves sometimes to think outside the box and to throw the box away. Now, individuals have to have what they call unconventional victory in terms of comprehending what they call um, uh, preparations in terms of what they call ideologies that would pronounce themselves as candidates for particular positions. But in doing so, they have to be mindful that they prepare themselves in a world that is constantly trying to make them something else. And in doing so, they may find themselves thinking anti-clockwise. Yeah. And this kind of anti-clockwise thinking creates what they call unorthodox approach, unwavering commitment to change. You know, creating what they call leaders, for example, the likes of Mahatma Gandhi, people like Mandela, rising every time we fall, regardless of how many times we fall. So, as we ponder on the potential in terms of our insights of what God has ordained us to be, we must, according to philosophers like Friedrich Nietzsche, we must have chaos within us to give birth to what they call a dancing star. And this should act as a catalyst in terms of creating new political systems in us that help us foster what they call innovative thinking. So we should be able to shift towards a more inclusive, progressive, what order in terms of what we do, regardless of the challenges that may be resonating around us. And that is something that you and I should think of deeply. Trying to think anti-clockwise, but preparing yourself for a world that has no order. I used to have a lecture friend of mine, a doctor now in the US, who used to tell some students that, when they get retakes the first time, she would let them actually pass, rather do the retakes because they have actually failed. And the next time, what they would do, if they fail the retake, you say, I'll let that person, pass. Why? Because the world will sort them. The world has a system of sorting and vetting people, by the way. And that is something you must understand. And even as you prepare in life, you should prepare for those unconventional ways, of survival instincts. The Navy SEALs in America have this other thing called adapt, improvise, and overcome. So you have to understand that even as you prepare yourself in life, you need to prepare for situations that are not conditioned on how you have been prepared, particularly in terms of traditional way of school, but in terms of how you are able to adapt with this society that keeps changing. Because if you don't do that, then you're going to find yourself in a big problem. So we have to prepare ourselves to be the tempest that disrupts the tranquility of complacency, awakening a nation in terms of possibilities, in terms of our own transformation. Okay, we have to have that paradox of revolution within us. We have to have a soul that forges, that temper, that is able to acclimatize with whatever challenging situation that we may be going through. We should be a maestro that challenges the impossible. We should conduct ourselves as orchestras of change. Orchestrating ourselves into a crescendo of freedom and justice in terms of what we do. So, in terms of the expanding our horizon and illuminating a landscape where we can fathom the future to be our servants forever. So that's extremely important for you to know. And in doing so, no doubt you raise up as a phoenix, from the ashes of unconventional or even conventional, understanding into blazes of the trail to excellency. So you'll be north stars in terms of guiding the notion through which the turbulence of uncertainty towards you or any other person may actually be wavering. And when the storm comes to you and people hold on you and say, wait, listen, here comes the storm, you'll whisper to them, I am the storm. Once again, my name is Isaac Christopher Logo. God bless you.